everybody, and welcome back to Astro Plays. This is now episode 2 of the Pixelmon Let's Play, with your host, me, Astro Eater. In today's episode, I will be doing a bit of cave exploration. And this is mainly just to get a few resources, because we need the resources to actually excel in the mod pack. I have noticed this little cave here from the previous episode while I was going back, and I believe that it does go on and on and on, just like my talking. And I'm just going to speed up the process of me gathering the resources, and I'll see you guys after the fact. Alright, see you guys in a bit.
Starlight, it's our lives in hindsight. And as I lay here in the street, I see what I need. I need escape from this debris, carefree.
Alrighty, now that I've gathered a few resources and some food, I can now say that we are a little bit underway to creating our first Pokeballs. And in order to create the Pokeballs, I do have JEI here, just then it is a little bit easier for us to do this, because we will need a few things. We'll need an anvil, which is crafted like so. And we'll also need a hammer, which you can create with pretty much anything in the game. I will use the iron hammer just because I got a fair amount of iron. And with that being said, I do also have bauxite, which is how we'll actually be creating one of these, because when you break this, it turns into a aluminum plating. And the aluminum plate's not exactly the greatest to work with. So this is the anvil. This is how you'll be creating your plates and Pokeballs. With the Pokeballs, it's fairly simple. You quite literally just take 3 iron ingots, place them like this to get your iron discs. The iron discs you then have to start smashing on here, and I'll do it right now for you. So you just keep hammering away, and it will automatically pop into your inventory when it's done, just like so. And you just keep going and going and going. And I'll show you the process of fully creating a Pokeball, most likely later on in this episode. Because in the next episode, I want to focus more on catching and, training your Pokemon. Like I said in the previous episode, this is my very first Let's Play. I'm still fairly new at creating these videos, so, I'm rusty to say the least. And what you saw me do here while I was landscaping a bit was placing some of these apricorns. These are what you make your Pokeballs with. So the 3 here that are red are eventually going to become our generic Pokeballs. I know how to craft a few of the Pokeballs, and I do eventually want to craft some of the higher tier ones, just because it does have better catch rates. Just like in regular Pokemon, this is, pretty similar, but also at the same time not, just because it is Minecraft. So the catch rate is roughly the same as it would be in Pokemon, and it's kind of complicated to talk about. So, off screen, between the next couple episodes, I will actually be kind of terraforming the whole landscape here, because I don't particularly like how it came to be when I spawned here. So it does have kind of a dirt path. I will be kind of adjusting everything so it seems like an actual village, because I want this place to seem as cozy as possible. It will be a little hilly in some areas, just because that is the way that the landscape is. But also at the same time, I want to create it sort of to be my own, really.
That's cool.
So everything that's around here, we will kind of work on eventually. I do need to continue working on making food, because that is one of the most important things in here. Because if you starve to death, well, it's game over. And I don't want a game over right away. I don't want to lose all my stuff. But, yeah. Eventually we will have to continue exploring out. I do want to find another patch of apricorn berries somewhere, because I will eventually need a black apricorn. If none of you guys, or if you guys don't know how to make the Pokeball lids, I'll actually show you right here. Nope, not lid. So in here it shows how to make your Pokeballs. And these are the ones that I prefer, are the Ultra Ball. So the Ultra Ball disc are 2 black and a cooked apricorns, which turns them into the discs. With those discs, you smack them on the hammer until you get the Pokeball, and then you just place a stone button with the 2 in any part of the grid. It is shapeless, to craft your Pokeballs. I do eventually want to continue crafting these just to see if I can sell them, because there are a few things in here that I do want to get from the shopkeep. So you can purchase your Pokeballs and Great Balls, but you can also get revives, potions, and these are incredibly handy, especially if you're out and about and don't have access to a healer. So I will kind of do most of this off screen just because it is monotonous and boring to watch. I know that you guys do want to know how I'm doing most of this, but I'll kind of keep you informed as to how I'm doing all of my stuff. But, ooh, hello Mewtwo. You look pretty badass and big. I'm not going to mess with you. But yeah, without further ado, I might as well end the second episode here. We didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. What we did was we gathered a few resources. We crafted a anvil and a hammer. Went out and grabbed some apricorns. Planted a few. Terraformed a little bit. But most importantly, we did do a lot of cave exploration. And, yeah, with that being said, we might as well end this with farewell and peace out.